Good day, good 12s. My name is Carden Madzokere. I'm the author and publisher of the Distinction Bound Student Textbooks, and welcome to Activity 1.10. Now, in this activity, we see here it says study the table below and answer the questions that follow. I like what they did here. They came up with something that is a bit different from what they've been bringing, but it just requires your thinking. But one thing we can see already is that this is the expenditure method, a portion of it. Okay, so final consumption spending by households. We know the whole thing. It says final consumption spending by households plus final consumption spending by government plus gross capital formation plus or minus residual item to deal with any omissions or error. Then we get expenditure on GDP. So here we have just a small portion of that whole thing. So we have also 3 years. Take note, if ever they ask you to calculate something, make sure you go to the correct year. Give one example of non-durable goods. Well, I like to keep things simple. Right now, if I tell you what's on my desk as I'm making this video, I have my phone, I have the computer in front of me, I have a glass because I was drinking water, and I have also Coca-Cola next to me, and I see ice. There's a dish. I was washing my hands, and I just finished eating. There's a plate, but the food is gone. So just talking about what's around me, the food will be a good example of non-durable. The Coke that I was drinking is non-durable, but other things here that I have a pen that will be semi-durable because I can use my pen over and over, but not for the longest time. But things around me that I can use over and over and over for a long period of time is definitely my desktop, my computer right in front of me. The desk that I'm on can be used over and over for the next, I don't know, I've been using this desk since 2010. So this desk right that I'm using, it's 14 years old. This computer is maybe 12 years old. But this pen that I'm holding, it's not that old. And I don't expect to still be using the same pen maybe next 2 months. So it's semi-durable. Okay, so give one example. I'll pick food. I don't know what else you can pick, but food is a good example. Name one other item, okay, that is used to calculate GDE. So when we want to calculate GDE, it's C plus G plus I, and remember residual item. So we have the C, because here we have final consumption spending by households. So what you can write here is final consumption spending by government. You can write gross capital formation. You can write residual item, and that's to deal with any omissions or error. Okay, then briefly describe the term durable goods. I think I did. My desk is a durable good because it's something that I can use over and over again for a long period of time. Okay, then the next one, why are figures... I should have even addressed this question when I was studying this extract. Because look here, durable goods. I'll go back to the question that just now. 136, 199, 209. This will make you think. Oh, so yeah, consumption spending on durable goods has been going up. Oh, consumption spending on semi-durable goods has been going up, and non-durable and services, it has been going up. Well, even if we look at the total, it has been going up over the years. But is it really going up? The answer is we don't know because we are using current prices. We only know if we were using constant prices. So I should have even talked about it when we were studying this, because this current prices leads us to something. So this is what it led us to. So why are the figures above not a true reflection of GDE growth? Well, the answer is what I just gave, because we are using current prices, and current prices will give us the wrong impression, because this might be inflation causing this increase. We don't really know. So for us to know, we use constant prices, and prices are held to a base year. As simple as that. Then the last one, calculate the percentage contribution. Okay, here they are talking about calculation, and it's something I talked about. Be careful of the year. They're talking about 2017. Okay, so percentage contribution of what? Of services to the final consumption spending in 2017. So we come back here. Our services in 2017 is 1199221. And remember to put R and to put M in front of the 1. Then divided by 2764 and whatever, M. Okay. So if we put a million in front, that would be 6 zeros, billion, trillion. So this is basically 1.1 trillion or 1.2 trillion if you want to round it off. This is 2.8 trillion. But to read what we're looking at here, this is 1,199,221. This is 2,764,397. But we know we put an M in front, then whatever it is that we have is correct. So let's have a look at the whole calculation. I'm not going to do it in my head, but there we have it. So food is an example of non-durable. And then what's missing, or any other item that contributes to GDE, that's G, that's I, and then residual item, like I said. Then the term durable goods, it's goods that can be used over and over for a long period of time. Then why are this? Yeah, I said the figures above reflect current prices, and the figures do not reflect constant prices. Inflation is not excluded. I think I said it even in more depth. Then our calculation was carefully using the figures for 2017. That's the one. This is services. This is the whole final consumption spending by households. So this divided by that times 100, it gives us 43.38 or 43.4 or 43, just 43. Well, so basically this has brought us to the end, and since this is the end, I might want to just take us back to the whole thing. So I'm going all the way up. So all the things we've been doing from day one, from when I started my summary, was just something that prepares you for all the things that we've been doing. So you see here, circular flow participants drawing the diagram itself, knowing the relationship, and then our participants are being sort of defined, and then our factors of production and the remuneration, all our economic symbols. And then here we have flows, real money, we saw it, CGIXM, all that, leakages and injections, when who is bigger than who, what happens, we saw this a lot. And then our markets, we have our product factor, this will be money market, this is financial market, this is capital market, this is our foreign exchange market. So all this GDP, our methods, income, production, expenditure. The only thing we didn't see was the production method. So watch out, it might be coming. We saw the income method a lot, more than twice. Then the expenditure method, yes, we saw it. And just now we were doing the expenditure method. And then we have our conversions. And before the conversions, what each means on the income method. Then we have our residual item here, omissions and error. And then examples of production and products, subsidies and taxes. And then we have GNP, GNI, systems of national account, then now conversions. So all the way from converting from nominal. So this will be nominal GDP to real. We multiply by 100 divided by the deflator. Then we have our conversions, factor to basic, basic to factor, all that stuff. So these are our national accounts conversions, and then the multiplier, so all that stuff. All right, so then when we went to our activities, we started with this one where we had to calculate the MP, the multiplier eventually. But yeah, this was one of the easy ones. Then here's our income method. You'll see that it appeared again. And this was our two-sector model. This is one of the things that was very common. Our leakages and injections were common too. Calculating the multiplier was extremely common. Here we had our, so production was there actually. I'm wrong, ne? Here's our production method, primary, secondary, and tertiary. Wow. I don't know why I'm missing that, but yeah, I did that video. Then this is our income method coming again for the second time. This one was the most common, and one of the most common questions was the examples of taxes on products. Then going on, here's our two-sector model again. We saw this one. And then the multiplier coming again for the I don't know how many at the time. And this concept being asked also numerous times, autonomous consumption. I didn't see anything on induced. I mentioned it since it's the opposite, because this is income that is not affected by the level of income, but induced is consumption that is affected by the level of income. Then moving on, we have the expenditure method. I think this was the first time it appeared for a change, because we were tired of the income method. Again, our two-sector model came, and then we concluded our thing with our expenditure method, which is the lesson we just did. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this has brought us to the end. Well, I think I won't touch on our 8-mark questions yet. So my next video will be on business cycles. It'll be on business cycles. So, then I do have a couple of lessons on our essays. So my workbook will make sure that it tests you on essays. So this one is discussed in detail markets within a 4-sector model, and we've been hearing this 4-sector model, 3-sector model, 2-sector model. So do you know how to discuss your product market, your factor market, your financial market, your money market, your capital market, foreign exchange market? Okay, so we test you here. Then the last, that's it. Then it takes us to business cycles. So my next video will be on business cycles, which is page 25. So 24 pages are devoted to circular flow in my workbook. So I highly recommend that you purchase this, especially at this time of the year where we are now preparing for the exam. But I highly recommend this. It's a good way of us practicing and making sure that we test after we learn, to see if what we've learned is something that we actually grasped. Well, thank you so much. God bless.